Hello. Welcome to my live home alone unboxing. Yes, I am home alone today. Not much else going on, so I figure, hello, Deadpool. How you doing? Saturday. I'm home alone. My wife and son is away. They left this morning. It was Anthony's, my son. Nope, not Stephen Wilkinson. Not CGC return. Maybe some other stuff. There's a whole bunch of stuff I got. I already opened many of the package to save time and hassle. Nobody want to see me sit here and cut and unwrap boxes and boxes of stuff. Nope, no CGC stuff. But the wife and son was away this weekend. 2 days ago, Thursday, was Anthony's birthday. We had a big celebration. And then he's spending the weekend, the wife and him. I'm just on the lookout for an X-Men 1. So let me know if you know of one of this. Okay, I will keep my eyes out. Great range, Deadpool. 3 to 5. Yes, can. Cliffhangers. Well, I just got back. Since the wife and son's away, I went to see a movie that I know my wife does not want to see. The Quiet Place. Deadpool 3.5 or under. I will keep my eyes out. Undisputed Frost. Hello. Yes. So I am a fan of horror, but I am a scary cat. I'm one of those person that I don't mind a good horror film if I'm in the comfort of my own bed. My wife chuckle when she see me, if my wife walk in on me watching a horror film on TV, she will see me lay under the cover with half the cover covering up my eyes, because that's the kind of person I am when it comes to horror. I have a hard time staring at the screen. And so yeah, hello Bonnie Rubble. So for me, when it comes down to horror, it's hard for me to go see in a theater because I'm too much of a scary cat. But I heard so much good thing about The Quiet Place. Reggie Simmons said the same thing, looking out for X-Men 1. I can tell you, one of the best places to look for a reasonable price, X-Men 1. Not always, but when it comes down to, bidding, live auction, Comic Link. Okay, so I know they have a auction every month, big one with thousands of books. Hello, creature. So if I can't stress enough that if you pay attention to Comic Link, and if you get lucky, you can get a decent deal on just about any book except for, say, Amazing Fantasy 15. So, keep your eyes out. There's always decent prices available for low grade Silver Age keys. A sneaky video, Nick. Who's that behind you? Nobody. That's just shadows of chairs and things. Anyhow, I got a bunch of stuff since the video is Home Alone unboxing. So I will shoot maybe after the chat tonight or early tomorrow when I wake up. I will do a review for The Quiet Place. I'm pretty sure you already know what my review is going to be. I enjoy the movie very much, like many other people. I did have some tears at the end of the movie. There were some tears in the last 10-15 minutes. Bonnie Rubble asked, what's cooking tomorrow? I'm not sure. I might not have a cooking show at all because the wife and son is not around. They won't come back until I think at least dinner time tomorrow. So if I cook something tomorrow at 11 o'clock, they're not going to be around to eat it. And so, yes, Creature, if you can catch the movie, The Quiet Place, it's definitely a movie that you should see on the big screen. Speaking of the big screen, I did pick up my tickets today for the Avengers. We are going to see the Avengers movie at 11 o'clock Saturday. So a week from today, we will see the movie. I got tickets for the family and assigned seats and everything. So we're all good to go. Yes, Stephen Wilkinson. X-Men has gotten hot this past 6 months. A year ago, X-Men was still pretty affordable. Same thing with Fantastic Four. A year ago, FF1, X-Men 1 was at least 30% below the value of what they are selling for today, if not even less. The last 6 months has went banana crazy as far as X-Men 1 and Fantastic Four 1. So because I bought my FF1 and X-Men 1 last year. For those that follow my channel, I bought both books, and my God, both of the books that I bought, if I buy those books today, I probably would have to pay at least 30, if not 40% more. Crazy stuff. Okay, all right. Let's see what I picked up. First up, I got a book that I can cross off my list right here. Very nice book, about 6.0. The worst flaw is, a couple creases. Well, one crease is right here. How big is it? It's about, there's like a 2-inch crease right here with a little tear. Okay. And then in the corner here, and the back cover is actually pretty nice. Look at that. So yeah, I mean, what else? Yeah, and then there's a couple creases up there, as well as a crease down here. 6.5-ish, but the kind of book that I don't mind adding to my collection. So I can cross that out. Okay, so issue 13. Circle that on my list. So it's done. It's gone. It's done. Fini. Get that out of the way. Also pick up a decent, really nice, sharp, high grade. This book is really nice. Centering, not the best. Not the best of centering, but as far as a grade, I would say, can it be pressed up to like a 9.2, 9.4? Sure. As of right now, at least a 9. Okay. Really nice. The back cover is nice and clean. It was offered to me at reasonable price, so I said, why not? Why not? If I can make a buck, why not? What else? What else? Oh, this I like. I have been trying to pick up, whenever I see Vampirella high grade for reasonable price, I try to pick them up. So over the past couple of days, 2 weeks, I got beautiful. I would say this is maybe an 8.5. Vampirella 2. Look at that. Now, Vampirella, to be honest, Vampirella art issue 2 to 14 is kind of weak. Okay, you know, um, the cover are great, but I can say that based on what I have and what I have seen, I felt that the art very weak. Issue 7 is just gorgeous. I would say this one might be even. This one is killer tough to find in high grade. Look at this. Look at the worst part of this book is right there. There's a crease right there. How big is it? It's about half an inch. Right there. You can't really see it. It's barely noticeable, but the corner edge. Woo! Gorgeous Frazetta cover. Stunning. Love it. Love it. I mean, it was a no-brainer. When I always keep my eyes out for, early Vampirella or early Creepy or early Eerie. Anything that's single digit, any book that's single digit that look like this for reasonable price, not dirt cheap. Check this out. Beautiful. Issue 8. This one is, I would say, at least a 9. Another gorgeous cover. Okay. I mean, the art inside is okay, but it's certainly not as good as the art for the later issue. From issue, I think, 17 onward, the arts tend to be much, much better due to those European artists. Yes. And last of the Vampirella is issue 11. Oh, stunner. Look at this Frazetta goodness. Oh man, this book is like, let's say it's about a 9. Okay. It has like a little crease right there, right on the edge right there. But the rest of the book, look how glossy that is. Minty, fresh, glossy. Look at that. Goodness gracious. And there you go. Look at that clean white back cover. Woo! Yes. Stunner. Time for a coffee break. All right. Drum roll for the big thing. I did cut the box open. Fragile. It's light, but it's the big box. So can you guess what's inside? Can anyone guess what's inside? Something that I probably mentioned quite a few times in my channel. It's something I wanted for a long, long time. And for a long time, I was too cheap to man up to buy it. Maurice Devereaux, you are correct. Big box. Now, the question is, which poster is it gonna be? Now, this poster is in such awesome condition. You are correct, bookkeeper. Now that I got the poster here, and it's such a beautiful shape. I mean, it's like minty. There's no hope. I believe it was hung up. Was it ever hung up? There is no holes in any of the corners. So I'm pretty sure this has never been hung up before. There are no creases. My God, it's just so gorgeous. Let me. Gorgeous, right? Look at that. Now, the difficult question is how to hang it and where to hang it, okay? I was told by one of my friends that I should go to Target to look for a cheap frame. It's about 22 and a half by 33. Yes. It's mine. Finally mine. So yeah, I need to go find a frame. Big enough. And the next question would be where to put it. You know, back there or up front. I think I will put it up front, like not up front, but like where I'm seeing, because you know if I'm sitting right here, I love to see it in front of my face all the time, not back there. Back there, I wouldn't enjoy it as much if it is on the other side of the wall, and I just need to rearrange what's over there. It's Dan Atkins is the artist. There are three. There's four. If I had to pick blacklight poster, there are four blacklight posters I want. One, two of them is Doctor Strange. Okay, the other Doctor Strange one I want. There's another Doctor Strange, and then I want the Silver Surfer one, and then I want the one with Hela. So there's four that I want. The rest of the blacklight poster, I don't really care for. I wouldn't pay big money for. But this was one of the four. So you know, I have been looking for one of the four, and finally I got one of the four. Would I like to have the Silver Surfer one? Absolutely. The Galactus one, that's pretty sweet too. So there's, like I said, there's four, maybe five. I would put the Hela one with Odin to be maybe number 5. But yes, finally, that is mine. I finally got one. Took me forever. And I think I was smart to be patient because I did not pay 400, 500 or some crazy prices that you tend to see like an unused minty new poster like that. So I think overall I think I did pretty good. I did have to man up. You know, you're not gonna get something like that for like $100. Ain't gonna happen. I'm not gonna say how much I spent. I can tell you that I spent more than 200, but definitely not 400 or more. So somewhere between 200 and 399. You guys can figure it out. Carl on Bass asks, what did I just miss? What did you just miss, Carl? You missed me unveiling one of my Grail poster. Yes, a Grail poster. I take it out to show you again. A blacklight. I have taken it out and laid flat on the floor and stared at it for a while. Yes, I did. I had to remind Anthony this morning when he came in, don't step on the poster. It's like, why is it on the floor? And then it's like, why is the poster on the floor? I'm like, well, it's on the floor because daddy had no place to hang it up right now, or no tool to hang it up. I've been researching all day. And finally, one of my friends said, you might get lucky at Target. Go get a frame. So yes, it's there. Now that you see it, it is very dope, very triple, my man. It's what the 70s are all about. You know, beyond superhero blacklight poster, I thought about buying back some of the, when I was in college, I had some awesome blacklight poster, and one of my favorite was Jimi Hendrix. I had an awesome blacklight, beautiful blacklight with Jimi Hendrix. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. It was in not so good shape, but it is absolutely gorgeous, and I love that poster. That was my favorite poster on my wall in all 4 years of college. And I wish, well, not all 4 years. I didn't have all 4 years, but I wish I didn't throw it out. And if you go to eBay and search for Jimi Hendrix blacklight poster, you will see it. It's the one where you see his head, it's like a headshot, and then the beautiful design behind his head and his hair. Oh, it's gorgeous. Yes, I love that poster, and I was tempted a few times to buy one off eBay, on eBay, because I keep seeing it on eBay again. I'm like, damn, I wanted that poster. Well, other than that, that's everything I show. For those that tune in late or just tune in, let me show you what I show as far as what I bought. Quite a bunch of super high grade early Vampirella, as in this issue 11. Look at that, stunning, minty, fresh, razor sharp corner. This one have a slight crease right here. So that one thing. Issue 8, look at that, stunning, razor sharp. This is my favorite. Issues. Oh, look at this beautiful Frazetta. Oh my goodness, sexy, sexy. Beautiful, beautiful issue. And last is issue 2. Not an easy issue to find in high grade. And look at this baby. It's about I say maybe 8.5. I love this one because it has a nice blue back cover. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Minty, fresh. You don't see these magazine in this condition. So yes, that's what I showed earlier. Let's see. I think that's, did I show anything else? I did show a few other things. I did show a few other things. Well, what was I? What was it? What was it? This. Beautiful book. Not perfectly centered, but high grade. And of course, this book, one of my list, about a 6.0, maybe 6.5. And then before I go, unless there is any other, who is the cover artist on those? You mean those Vampirella, Carl? Some of Frazetta. One, at least one is Frazetta. No, two. Two of them are Frazetta. I believe one is Corbin. Like this one is Frazetta for sure. Okay, it's easy peasy. Frazetta right there. This one here, I'm not familiar with the thing, but let me see if they say in here. Cover Bill Hugh. Definitely somebody I'm not familiar with. Bill Hugh. Not familiar with him. Of course, this is a Fazetta, right? No brainer. You don't have to even look. And I believe this one is Corbin. Nope, I was wrong. Ken Kelly. Ken Kelly. Look at that. Hello, Kenneth Pratt. I just bought an ASM 100. Congratulations. I love the cover of Spider-Man 100 as well as 101. Let's see. As far as what other X-Men book will be up for sales next week, let me give you a preview of the issue I pull out. Let me see. I pull out, I think, like 10 books. I try and do like 10 or 11 books each time. I'm just here home alone, so I'm not like in a rush to go anywhere or do anything else. When I'm done here, I will finish up my new Netflix series I've been watching, another French mystery series. 7 is one of my favorite Frazetta painting. I agree. It's a sweet one. So let's see what is what's on the list here. What book did I pull out? Issue 59. Okay. These are all, this is like about an 8.5. If issue 57 is about a 6. It's a beautiful book, but there's a big tape pull on the back. That's why it's a 6. The front looked like a 9. Yeah, it's a damn shame. You know, it's one of those books that, you know, long ago I bought it and I missed the back. It's one of those books that, you know, I bought it on eBay many years ago without back cover scan. But I got it for like really cheap. So when I receive it and I see the big tape pull, I'm just like, I can keep it. I didn't return it. I did tell the seller, and he gave me a partial refund. Oh yeah, right here, right there. You see that? See that little white area right there? Somebody put a piece of tape right there and then pull it, so it's right there. It's a damn shame. But the rest of the book, trust me, this book is so sharp. Look at that. The front of this book is like 992. Okay. The back, the damn tape pull. So that's 59, 57. What else? What else? 39. 37. Very nice looking. 37. 35 is kind of rough shape. I think 35 is like maybe a 5. Okay, it has a couple long creases right there on the front cover. Okay. 34. Decent, nice, but there's a 2-corner crease right there. 33. Nice book, except the top is pretty beat right here. It's very jagged. Okay, the top of the front covers. It's too bad too, because the rest of the book is really nice, and then it looked like somebody took a weed whacker to the top edge of the book. That's really rough. It's a damn shame because the rest of the book is like an 8.5, you know, if not even nicer. It's like it's free of any. This is a tough book to find in high grade because for whatever reason. Okay, look at that. Beautiful book. And then somebody took the weed whacker to the top and just completely buzzed. And then 32. 32 is pretty decent as well, except there's a couple creases. There's a 1-inch corner crease right there. Maurice asks if it's production related. I don't think so. I think it's I call it poor storage related. I think whoever it is that owned it before me did a pretty bad job storing it, and something happened on top of the book because I have never seen, and it's not just this book. There are, I believe, 3 other books that had the same flaw. So I think they were stored together, and something happened to the top of the book. So it's definitely not production related. No, it will be ding. Okay, ding. So I think I rate that book maybe a 5. You know, the rest of the book looked like an 8.5, but because of that top edge, I gave it a 5. I think I wrote down all the grades to all the books somewhere. So, but after, depending on how well tomorrow go, if everything sell, then the week after, the Sunday after, I will list another batch of like 10 of books or so. I need to pull out something in the, because I still have issue 11 to 31 that I need to pull out to include. So I try to make maybe no more than 3 videos, 3 sales videos. So I will pull out issue 11 to 31 and see if I can divide it evenly in 2 videos. So, you know, if it had to be like 13 or 14 books per video, then that's fine. And that's it, folks. Unless there's any other questions, I'd be happy to stick around and chit chat if people want me to stick around. Otherwise, I will say bye-bye, and I go back to watch my Netflix show, Le Chalet. Good mystery. Crime mystery, as I say. Yeah, so tomorrow, I don't think there's going to be a cooking show because the family's not around. I don't plan to do any cooking. A lot of time, yes, well, X-Men 12 would be nice. Do I have X-Men 12? Let me see, AG Surfer. Let me see. Here's 14. Oh yeah, 16 had the same jagged top edge, see? And then I have, let's see, 17. Oh man, 17. 17 got, look at the bottom edge, okay? The bottom edge of 17 is like the same buzz saw that went through on the top edge of the other few. So there's 4 books that have the same poorly damaged edge, okay? 17 is 1, 16, 33, so there's a couple. Let's see. 12 is Juggernaut. 12 is Juggernaut. 19 is First Mimic. Let me see. Let me see where I put the rest of the book. Okay, I'm back. For sure, issue 11 to 20-ish will be in the last of the sales video, so the number 3, okay? So we start up with number 1 tomorrow. Next Sunday will be issue 39 to maybe 26. And then 25 to 11 will happen the week after, assuming that everything goes smoothly. Here's 11. 11, pretty nice. You know, by nice, I mean like mid-grade, okay? 12, look like, look at that. There you go. Look like a mid-grade as well. 13. 15. 18. 19. Whoever it is looking for 19, there you go. That's 19. 20. 'Some of these books, I have not go through all of these books yet. As far as I have not graded many of these books yet. What I still need to do is compare with the book that I have and see which one I want to keep and which one I want to sell. Okay, these are all duplicates. 23. So I might, you know, some of the copy I have for many years is like lower grade, I think. Look at this. Like for sure, this is a nicer 24 than my old copy. So I probably swap out my copy with this one. Vault Keeper 19 is probably at least a 5. Okay, a lot of these books are between 5 and 6.5. 5, between 5 and 6.5. Some might be nicer, some might be worse, but 25, be nice. 6-ish. 26. 28. 29. 30. 31. There you go. Is that everything? Oh yeah, and 21. There you go. That's pretty much everything that I show you. I also have, I think 3 issue 8. So if anybody want a low grade issue 8, I have that. I have low grade 7, low grade 6, low grade 5. They're not for sales right now, except for 8, because I have, I think 3, if not maybe even 4. I have like 4 copy of issue 8. So that's the only low number issue that I would consider selling now. By now, I mean the next 2 or 3 weeks. But the rest I probably keep for a while. But yeah, as far as grading them, I still finished comparing with what I have and decide which one I'm keeping, which one I'm selling. I grade them all. I grade everything here. I just have never graded the book that I have in my collection for years and years and years. I just need to compare and contrast and decide which one to keep, because some of them are the same grade. It's just that some maybe, you know, have a nicer whiter cover instead of yellow or tan. So AG Surfer, yes, I have low grade. by low grade, I mean low grade. Okay, so trust me, it might be too low for you. By low, I mean like 2.0 low. They're all complete, but they are pretty beat and affordable, but they're beat. Let's see. Bonnie Rubble. Hi, Ask a Man. Hello. Yeah, but yeah, so if you just tune in to the video, you can rewind it and watch it later. But I basically show you everything from issue 11 through 30 something that I have that will be in the future 2 sales video. And after that, that would be pretty much every under copy X-Men that I have. Okay, so once this is gone, unless I buy another collection, hello Silver Age Dave, unless I buy another collection, there's not going to be any more Silver Age X-Men for sales here. So hopefully I can blow it out, and hello Joker 88. Hopefully after that we can move on to other titles. I got a lot of stuff for sales. You know, it's just a lot for sales. I just had to find the books that people want to buy. Okay, that's the tricky part. Okay, it's not difficult to pull out books to sell. It is difficult to pull out the right book to sell. You know, because one of the difficult thing from the seller standpoint is that a lot of time potential buyer would tell you, I'm looking for this, okay, but they rarely, not, I would say rarely, a lot of people say, I want this book, I need this book, but they should do their homework as far as prices of what they can afford, because they might want something, and then when you pull out the book and it's like, well, you want the book, but what I have is like a 9.4. Are you gonna pay 9.4 money for the book, or you want me to sell the book to you at 5.0 level? That ain't gonna happen. Batman. I don't have a whole lot of Batman, to be honest. I don't have well, I have, but when it comes down to DC, I don't have a lot to sell. Okay. Oh yeah, I just noticed. See, issue 16. Besides having a really rough top edge with the weed whacker, it also is detached at the bottom staple. So there you go. This is a perfect example of a low grade 3.0, 3.5-ish kind of book. Okay, so there you go. Issue 14 is not very nice either. Trust me, 14 is not very nice either. So you'll be disappointed. The front look good, the back really bad. Yeah, as far as Batman, unfortunately, I don't have a lot of Batman or detective book to sell, because all I've had been doing in the last few years is Horde, Neil Adams covers. So when it comes down to like Batmans and detective, I have a lot of those. Too many. And I have been selling. I sold I sold 2 Batman 251 this past few months. I sold, yeah, 2, even 3. I think I sold 3 X-Men, Batman 251 in the last few months, and so I sold a couple Batman 227 as well. I sent to CGC Detective 400 the last time around, so We'll see what the grade is. But I do have a lot of Batman. A lot of them are high grade. So unless you guys willing to pay high grade money, then it's hard for me to sell those books raw. That's the hardest thing. Is that when you're trying to sell something raw like a 9.4, and for like say $100, people will freak out like $100. Well, it's a 9.4. What you expect? You can pay $100 for a 9.4 raw copy, or you pay $150 for a slab copy. I mean, sure, I'd rather just slab it and I don't have to debate with people what the grade is. So, and that boils down to the problem with Batman is I have a lot. It's just most of them are high grade, and I wouldn't say high price. I mean, yeah, $100, $150. Ask a Man said, "How did my son's birthday go?" Went great. Anthony, he's pretty easy. He's not. He's not. He's not. He doesn't want a party. He was happy to go out for a nice dinner. We have a nice cake for him. We told him if he want to have like a little party, we would be happy to throw a little party, but he declined to have one. He's hanging out with his cousins, which is his best friend. So that's why he's not home this weekend, because part of his wishes is to hang out and play with his cousin. So my wife took him. It's only an hour drive. They live near Tampa, his cousin. So she drove up there early this morning so that he can spend the entire day hanging out with the cousin. Go to Dave and Buster, go to the water park up there, do all kind of fun things with his cousins. And then tomorrow after lunch, they will come home. But out of that, we just have a nice dinner between him, my wife, and I. No party. He's not into. He's like, I don't want to have a party. I'm fine. For his gift, we bought him a pair of sneakers, a pair of Adidas, and gave Anthony, my son, is very reasonable. His sneakers cost $40, and then I gave him $40 cash that he can spend on his NBA 2K 17, 18, whatever basketball PS4 game that he has, and he spent $40 between that and Fortnite, the other game that he liked to play with his buddies online. So that was it. So basically, that was how much we spent: a pair of sneakers and $40 for video game. That was it. He's low maintenance. Anthony is very low maintenance. We are very lucky. Wonderful son. He's my everything. Okay, trust me. When I come down to my son, can't be more proud of him, because he's a wonderful kid. What's the highest grade book you own? I don't own any 9.9. I used to have an X-Men run from 1 to 143 in slab. Okay, issue 1 was a 9, sold out a long time ago, so don't have any more. Issue 2 to 10 was 9.2 to 9.4. Okay, and then from 11 to 50 was all 9.2 or higher, and then from 51 to 66 was 9.4 or higher. And then all the reprint was like all over the place. It was like 8.5, 9.0. Some was 9.6. It was all over the place. I had them all in slab as well, but I didn't really care. And then from giant size X-Men 194 to 143, it was all 96 or 98. So that was my X-Men run. That was my prized possession for many, many years. I have sold off 99% of those slabs. I'm done. I'm done with high grade nonsense. I'm done. So as far as what kind of high grade I have, not much. I'm done. That part of me has left the hobby. I still appreciate high grade books. I just don't care to own slabs, 9/8 slabs, all that stuff. That time has passed for me. Yes, it was crazy time. I mean, I definitely love the X-Men more than any other title. I mean, at the height of the madness, I had two X-Men. One was a 9.0, one was an 8.5. I sold both. I have a nice raw mid-grade copy now. That's fine. I don't need all that high-grade stuff. Have you ever seen a 10.0? I've seen a couple of 10.0, mostly not modern books. I have never owned a 9.9 or 10.0, but I have seen plenty of 9.9 and 10.0 over my lifetime. It's one of the people I know got a 10.0. He slapped a New Mutant 98, and he got a 10.0. He's the one that make big bucks selling the New Mutant 98 10.0. He's on the CGC forum. He's one of the dealer that I know. So I seen, yeah, as far as seeing 9.9 or 9 10.0, we all saw. I mean, I never owned one. I have submitted. I stopped counting. I submitted easily over 1,000 to 1,200 books in CGC. I have got 800 or so 9.8 over the since 2008. I have got that many 9.8s, but never did I get a 9.9 or 10.0. Never. Wow. Congratulations to your friend. I am ready. Ask a man. I am ready for Avengers. I got my ticket this afternoon on my way back. Before I went to see the movie, I went to the other theater, the fancy one, because Anthony requested that we see the movie at the fancy theater. So I went to the fancy theater, bought 3 tickets for next Saturday at 11 a.m. The first showing. So I got my ticket. Good seats as well. Not perfect seating, it's not not the first 5 row, which I think is too close, but I think it's the last 2 rows, which is pretty good. It's really not bad seat for this theater. It's fancy theater with big leather chair, recliner, all that stuff. So I'm not worrying about the seating. But yeah, I am ready. I can't wait. It'll be a lot of fun. I don't have any kind of expectation, to be honest. The trailer looked a lot of fun. It looked like a lot of fun. I'm pretty sure I will have fun. But like most Marvel movie, I really don't think they are the bomb. For those that follow me and my movie review, I don't go crazy on them. I don't go see many Marvel movie more than once. But we will go see it for sure. I hope it's gonna be good. I hope it's gonna be fun. I have no idea who's gonna die. I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody. Some of my friend has seen it, and I told them to don't tell me anything. Some of my friend in Boston has seen it, and they told me they are going to see it this weekend. Early preview. Um, and I told them, do not email me. I don't want to know. I don't even want to hear it's good. It will be good. The question is it gonna be great? Nick, do you have a copy of Harlequin first appearance? Yes, I do. I do have a copy of that book. It's a keeper for sure. It's a nice high grade copy. It's one of those books that I said to myself, never, I will never pay big money for it. But I found a copy for cheap, so I'm keeping it. Hook 181. Unfortunately, I don't have a Hook 181 5.0. I do have Hook 181, but they are higher grade. For those that follow my channel, I slap my best copy and put it in the Vault, which is a 9.4. Beautiful book. So I have three Hope 181. One's a 9.4. One is about an 8. And the other one is about 7.5. Something like that. Something like that. They're all at the Vault already, so I don't have to show. I have shown it. If you watch my haul video, you would have seen them in the past 3 months. I shown those books in my haul videos in the past few months. Civil War was a good movie. I have seen it, but I've seen it once. That was it. It's hard for me to see a movie more than once. It's rare. Okay, it's rare. There's a lot of good movies out there that I have only seen once, and I don't feel a need to go see it again because there are a lot of TV shows, a lot of movies. There are a lot. I watch a lot of things, and I rather like lately. I spent a lot of time watching the many history channels shows that talk about the Roman Empire, the Persian Empire, blah blah blah. I mean, I can get lost watching dozens and dozens of historical documentary on the Persian Empire before I go and rewatch any Marvel movies again. So, but that has always been that way for me. I'm always want to see different things or new things, and it's very hard for me to watch something. As far like TV shows, the only TV shows that I watch more than once is like the Star Trek stuff. But as far as comedy, I can't even watch Seinfeld again, or Friends, or any of those shows. The only sitcom that I would sit down and watch again is Taxi. Stephen Wilkinson. I saw Homecoming on our Sky Movie channel a few weeks ago, and for me, it was one of the worst Marvel movies I have seen. Now, is that the first time you've seen Homecoming, or that your second time? I'm guessing that's your first time seeing Homecoming. Homecoming was okay for me. I dislike. Eric K said you can't watch Seinfeld more than once. Yes, it's done. I cannot watch it again. Or even Friends. No. Hell, you're talking to a guy that don't even like to watch MASH. Okay, so life's too short to rewatch all of those stuff. Hello, Louis. The Vault. You mean like? Can you tell us about the Vault? You mean like where I keep the high valuable stuff? Yes, Carl. The biggest turn off for me for Homecoming was the techie suits. That entire sequence with him playing around with a different suit and it's to me that was the worst part of the movie. I detest that part of the movie greatly, greatly. Um, it was an okay movie, you know. I mean, I think they did a good job gearing that movie to a younger audience. Okay, you got to understand. This is a thing that I keep saying to a lot of my friends in the hobby. I said, you got to understand. It's not easy. It's not easy making a movie that will entertain a 10-year-old boy as well as a 60-year-old comic book nerds. Not easy. Okay. So I'm very critical of many of these movies, no doubt. Okay. But I also tell people that it's not an easy task to do. And I acknowledge that it's not easy. I mean, I went to see that movie with my son and his cousins, and they had a great time. Okay. They 10 years old at the time. They were 10, 11, and 13. They thought it was hilarious. And that's fine. That's what, you know, is for the next generation. It's not for a crusty 50-year-old man that's been reading comic books for 30 years and doesn't like what they did to Spider-Man and Gwen. And it's not for us. It's more for them. Yes, Louis, I have a couple. Um, uh, I rent a couple vault at the banks, and I keep my slabs as well as my valuable raw books there. If you watch my channel, there are some video where I show you that I also keep moisture pack inside the vault to maintain the humidity level and not worry about, you know, something happened to the books inside the vault because it could be damp or too damp for the books, all that stuff. But yes, I keep all the stuff there. I go to the bank vault once in a while, probably like every 3 months. I put some stuff in, I take some stuff out to enjoy, you know, things like that. So yeah, I mean, it's, to me, it's the smarter thing to do as far as keeping the valuable stuff inside the vault. Peace of mind. I don't have to worry about people breaking into my house. I don't have to worry about a fire or hurricane blowing up. It's a lot cheaper to keep it at the vault. I think the bank charged me, if I had to guess, $75 a year per safe deposit box, and I have a couple. Stephen Wilkinson, yes, I enjoy Spider-Man 1 and 2 very much. In fact, my favorite Spider-Man movie is Spider-Man 2 with Doc Ock. Doc Ock was fantastically done. The acting for Spider-Man, everything. I mean, it's my favorite. If I had to say which Spider-Man movie is my favorite, I say Spider-Man 2 is my favorite. And, you know, to your point, yes, it can be done. It's not easy, but it can be done. You know, when it comes down to movies, you know, I'm very critical of many movies. I'm on record to say how much I don't care for many of the Batman movies. Okay. Yes. Blasphemy. Because I love Batman as a character, and nobody can tell me that the Batman that we see on the big screen is the Batman that was in the comic books. Batman supposed to be a great detective as well as a great fighter. Okay? The Batman that we see on the screen is what? He's James Bond with a cape. It's all about gadget. Okay? It's ridiculous. Okay? Yes, Heath Ledger is what make The Dark Knight great. Okay? But as far as the Batman I saw, it's not bad. I'm not saying that, you know, the Batman that we see on the big screen is bad. I'm just saying it's not thing like, oh, wow, it's Batman. No, it's James Bond in a cape. people give too much kudos to the gadget, the car, the tank, the helicopter, and whatever. Even the ridiculous fight with Bane, a complete joke. Okay, that what I mean, the Batman Rise give us a glimpse of Batman training with Raja Ghul. Okay, at least there was some training as far as martial art and sword fighting and all that stuff. That was it. That was the most that we had ever got with any Batman movies. And as far as detective, was there any detective skills in any of the Batman movies? The so-called great detective, not even utilized in any Batman movies. Ridiculous. So yes, from a Batman huge fan that I am, I think the Batman on the screen is a joke. Bye, Azkaban. I guess I will be turning off shortly. David Valdez said he have a large Liberty safe. Yeah, if you have a big safe, something that tough for the criminals to break in, then that's a good thing. I prefer to leave it at the bank. This way, even if the criminal get into this house, they can take my X-Force #1. um, yes, Louis, that Hulk 181 that you see in my very first video. Yes, that was my very first video. That book I did eventually send it to CGC to get slabbed. I think 2 years ago, maybe 3, and get a 9.4. Now it's at the bank. I have enjoyed that book in the raw enough. I have flipped through it so many times. It's time to protect it. Yes, no more of me flipping through it. I'm done. Plus, I got the mid-grade copy to enjoy raw. So it's one of the few. Usually, I don't slap book to protect. I slap book to sell. But that is one of the few books that I slap with no intention to sell. It's go to the bank. Anyhow, thank you for tuning in. I didn't plan to stick around this long. I figured I come in at 7:30, show the haul. If you wonder what I show as far as hauls and unboxing, go back to the first 10 minutes, okay, of this chat, and you will see what I show. Because the last hour has been a lot of rambling about nothing. But anyhow, thank you everybody. Maurice D, Carl Bass, Azkaban, Joker 88, Kurt, Alex, the comic holder is here. Hello, Alex. I didn't know you were here. Wasn't paying attention. Well, I think a lot of people. Oh. Well, anyhow, good night, everybody. Tune in tomorrow if you plan to check out the X-Men book for sales. It's gonna be launched sharp 12 Eastern time. The X-Men video for sales. Before I go, Ken Morrissey asked, Nick, do you insure your books? Yeah, I bought separate insurance. My home insurance does not cover collectible. So I bought collectible insurance through a separate company. Okay, so you can it's easy. It's the one company that most people use, collectible insurance, I think. Anyhow, if you need my help as far as locate that insurance company, it's online. Just Google collectible insurance, you see it. It's on. They usually advertise on Comic Connect, Metropolis Comics. So that's where I buy my insurance for my collection, and I urge everybody to do the same. Okay, do the same. Anyhow, good night. Bye bye.